with love from Tenerife. Oh well, that's it. Today is my last day of hiking in Tenerife. I spent a splendid week here, and today for my last hike I'm blessed with the best weather conditions I could hope for. Bright blue sky, no wind. What a treat. Apparently the eucalyptus trees were introduced a few centuries ago. Unfortunately, they discovered that it hadn't been a very good idea. It's a very invasive species of trees. The eucalyptus tree has a tendency to suck up too much water for an island on which the water is scarce. Those are giant dandelions, just like ours in Europe, but much bigger. For my last day of hiking, I started off in the very green valley of El Palmar, not very far from where I was yesterday, not very far from Buena Vista. That's the northwest point of Tenerife. I'm starting off with quite a serious incline, which should take me up on the cliffs and along the ridges, from which I should have a marvelous view on the Atlantic Ocean. And I'm heading towards a place called Puerto de Erjos. Here's a green valley of El Palmar. We're in a very green part of the island, a bit like yesterday. There's a great diversity of vegetation where we'll find at the same time giant aloe vera, mustard flowers, giant dandelions, prairie grass and poppy flowers, let alone the cactuses. Of course, on the island of Tenerife, there's the part where you can stay in superb luxury hotels and go to swimming pools and play golf. There's also the authentic and remote parts of the island where you can actually make the most of the wonderful nature of the island without the burden of the massive tourism. Wow, here I am on the other side, up on a ridge. Ooh, what a superb view. In the distance over there, La Gomera, even better than yesterday. Let's zoom in. Here we are. That might be my next destination. And again, in the distance over there, you can see the Teide and also the little sister Pico Viejo. Despite the fact that Tenerife is one of the biggest islands in the Canaries, it's a bit like Teide follows us everywhere and looks over us from the distance everywhere we are. That's it, I'm up on a ridge here. I've got the northwest coast on my right over there, leaving the green valley of El Palmar on my left. The contrast between both valleys is stunning. Even up on the ridges, there's still a climb. I think it's going to be like that all day long. I feel blessed and I'm grateful to be able to walk and hike in such a pristine environment. What a view from here. Amazing. Gosh, it's getting better and better the higher I go. Can you spot Teide in the distance? The ancient volcano is following my footsteps everywhere I go on this island. Over there, La Gomera, and from here you can just about see La Palma in the distance on the horizon line. A welcome little part in the shade. The Canary Islands are nicknamed the islands of eternal springtime, but it can get quite hot, especially on a sunny day like that. So a little path in the shade like this one is very much welcome. Earlier on I was speaking about the giant dandelions. Well, this is how big they become. Look at those monsters. There, I'm going back down now. Not very far from Erjos. The part on the ridge is finished. What a better way to finish my videos. Today was a splendid day. The views were very enjoyable. Magnificent views either side of the ridge towards the Atlantic Ocean, and in the distance the island of La Gomera, and on the other side the green valley of El Palmar. All the week was really stunning, very surprising. As I said previously, the diversity in rock formations, the diversity in vegetation. I must say Tenerife was a good choice, really. I highly recommend this island. I hope you found some interest in those videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell me what you thought of the hikes and Tenerife Island down below in the comments. Thanks, and see you in the next one. Bye!